So, I'm non-binary.
What does that mean?
Okay.
The trans developer Corinne Bruce is leaving BioWare. I knew it would happen, but not this fast. Maybe I'm losing the edge. You know, maybe, much like my PC, I'm rapidly losing the will to live. And gaming, being in the sorry state that it's in, certainly isn't helping. BioWare went from being a developer you respected to a company you wonder how is it still in business, much like Darkside fell.
You either die a hero, or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Tell you right now, don't ever ask me to play that game ever again. Everyone who ever asked for it will get an insta-ban.
You think after the monumental failure of Mass Effect Andromeda, followed by Anthem, Andrew Wilson would have set the entire studio on fire himself while grinning mischievously like Homelander, as he gave himself another raise. Granted, EA did merge BioWare Montreal into Motion Studios because Andromeda was the video game equivalent of being Dutch ovened.
Oh, cut the camera!
Ironically, the director of that game went on to make his own studio.
Ex-Mass Effect director's new sci-fi game canceled. Studio shuts down.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
It was clear from Veilguard's first week of sales that BioWare had indeed did the hat trick. 3 TRAS releases in a row. But in typical fashion, the game's media tried to spin this into an absolute triumph, till it went from complete victory to full Christian levels of copium.
Krebush is the ruler of RPGs?
What?
Is the ruler of RPGs, conqueror of haters. The director of Dragon Age brings her personal journey to life in her games, with a rich, messy tapestry of love, life, and romance.
I can't believe I have to read this. This interview is a massive fluff piece that pretty much confirms what we all knew about Dragon Age Veilguard. It was taken over by Tumblr fanfiction writers.
Fan-created works have flourished for nearly 2 decades. The Fanfic Archive website, Archive of Our Own, even has 13,000 entries for Dragon Age Origins alone. That idea of player agency and identity is the very bedrock of Dragon Age is built in.
Yeah, you decided to pursue these 13,000 gooners.
As such, Dragon Age has always been incredibly progressive. Origins liberally featured queer romances, and Inquisition, the 3rd game in the series, has a whole plotline about a major side character being transgendered. This allowed the series to explore themes of identity and belonging in ways other RPGs can't, and Veilguard certainly sticks to that idea.
Can you imagine how many lives this is going to be saving?
And how did it work out for him?
I'm an openly queer trans woman. It's shaped everything about who I am. It's been the source of a lot of joy and a lot of difficulty and perspective for me personally. One of the greatest gifts about being trans is the amount of introspection it forces upon you. You spend a lot of time deeply examining who you are and why that matters.
In the book The 5 Rings by Miyamoto Musashi, I recall him saying, think little of yourself and deeply of the world. Oh, well, what does he know, right? I've got my trans necessity. Those simple trans demonstration.
Not funny at all.
Needless to say, after all of this mind-numbing triumph, joy, and can you imagine how many lives this is saving? Things started to take a turn for the worse.
Wow, what a waste. The poor children.
Dragon Age of Veilguard was never going to live up to hype, Dev says. Dragon Age of Veilguard devs reflect on game's release, says they're quite proud of the critical reception, but admit sales are struggling.
Almost as if, critics don't really matter, huh?
After years of holding out hope in 2024 was the year I finally gave up on BioWare. That's after PC Gamer told us it was good.
David Gaffey. I think this dude worked on video games a long, long time ago.
Did YouTube's grifters kill Dragon Age? I think so. I mean, EA should have seen it coming and been ready. But yeah, I think if they didn't pull the trigger on this title, they sure as shit loaded the gun. Asshole.
Jump to conclusions.
Anyway, Smash JT broke the story, but since he's a hateful bigot, the game's media gave the credit to some other game journalist. I don't know who the hell he is.
Exclusive Corinne Bruce out at BioWare. Edmonton studio closure loom. Okay, hard to believe I'm writing these words, but here goes. It's time for me to say goodbye. Today is my last day at BioWare and EA. After so much contemplation, I've decided to pursue a new challenge and a new project. Doing what I love most, making RPGs.
I couldn't tell from the game, but that's just my opinion.
It wasn't an easy decision, as I mean it when I say I love BioWare.
Steps.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. "30 seconds until minions spawn. Minions have spawned.
Immediately. Our wills align. From the shadows. There is no dispute. Press on.
An ally has been slain.
Understood. Tread carefully.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Enforced equilibrium. So I go. With balanced steps. It must be done. Without a sound.
An ally has been slain.
Our wills align. Immediately. From the shadows.
An enemy has been slain.
There is no dispute. Tread carefully. Press on. With balanced steps. I find them unworthy.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Without a sound. Immediately. From the shadows. Enforced equilibrium. It must be done. Our wills align. Understood. Target marked. Tread carefully. There is no dispute. So I go. With balanced steps. Without a sound. from the shadows. Our wills align. Tread carefully. With honor.
Turret plating will fall soon.
I find them unworthy. Immediately. So I go. There is no dispute. Press on.
An ally has been slain. Shut down.
With balanced steps. The shadows. Tread Our wills align. It must be done. Immediately. Understood.
An enemy has been slain. ally has been slain. Your turret.
So I go. Press on. Without a sound. I find them unworthy. From the shadows. Balanced steps.
Your team has destroyed the
turret. With honor. Our wills align. So I go. Press on. There is no dispute. Immediately. With balanced steps.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Tread carefully.
An enemy has been slain.
Understood. So
An ally has been slain.
press on. There is no dispute. Of the dying. Our wills align.
An ally has been slain.
Immediately.
My prey now!
Tread carefully.
Shut down.
So I go. Press on. There is no dispute.
You have been slain. An enemy has been slain. Enemy double kill. Your turret has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed.
Our wills align. With balanced steps. Without a sound. Tread carefully.
My prey now.
An enemy is unstoppable.
From the shadows.
Enemy killing spree.
So I go.
Got you.
There is no dispute.
My prey now. Got you.
turret has been destroyed. An ally has been slain. Your inhibitor has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed. Your inhibitor has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed. Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
No hiding.
An enemy is godlike.
Press on. Targets marked. With balance steps.
Enemy rampage. An enemy is legendary. An ally has been slain. An enemy is legendary. Your turret has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed. A summoner has disconnected. Defeat.
BioWare, the Dragon Age team, and what we've all accomplished together. My time with you all has been the highlight of my career.
You accomplished burying one of the most popular IPs in recent years, Bravissimo.
She is stunning and brave.
I want to offer my personal thanks to each of you for your trust, your companionship, and for the many ways in which you've inspired me, helped me grow, blah, blah, blah.
Fill out your resume now and look for another job. That's my advice. The little developer that could took to Twitter and shared some more insight. Oh, this isn't Twitter, this is Blue Sky, of course.
Suppose you've heard. Yes, I've made the decision to leave BioWare. I want to encourage everyone not to read too much into it. This was my decision so I could continue making the kind of RPGs you/we enjoy.
Who are these people? The game isn't selling. People love it. It's total dark side energy.
Thank you for your outpouring of love and support. You mean the world to me. Merry Christmas. Thank you for entrusting me with our dear Dragon Age.
Whoever entrusted you with it is a fool, and they deserve to lose their job.
I lost my job at Wendy's for so much less. I was like, I'm sick today, boss. And he's like, yeah, well, I'm sick of you. You're gone.
It's been an honor to steward the franchise and to play a part to ensuring its continuance. Really? Biggest of shout-outs to the wonderful...
Man, I'm not even bothering with that name.
Without whom I don't know if I have fortitude. So extremely excited to see what BioWare does with Mass Effect.
So am I.
And trust that I'll be rooting for them.
Meantime here, talking about the federal workforce, some more of these Trump priorities. We are getting some breaking news here. I want to put the White House shot back up. This is being confirmed by Fox News Digital. that a memo was sent to the heads and acting heads of departments and agencies this evening, that all DEI offices will begin closing by 5 p.m. tomorrow. And that was just put out by the White House. So no later than 5 p.m. Wednesday, tomorrow, January 22nd, heads of departments and agencies must send an agency-wide notice to employees informing them of the closure and asking employees if they know of any efforts to disguise these programs by using coded or imprecise language. 2, send a notification to all employees of DEIA offices that they are being placed on paid administrative leave effective immediately as the agency takes steps to close and end all DEIA initiatives, offices, and programs. 2, take down all outward-facing media of DEIA offices like websites and social media accounts and the like here. Also to cancel any DEIA-related trainings and terminate any DEIA-related contractors. The news coming in right now, all DEI offices in the federal government to begin closing by 5 p.m. tomorrow. Caroline Leavitt, the White House press secretary, saying this to every reporter asking about this. I can gladly confirm, she says. Yet another campaign promise you heard many times on the campaign trail from
A demonstration of superior judgment. Immediately.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. 30 seconds until minions spawn. Minions have spawned.
So I go. Press on. From the shadows. Without a sound.
A summoner has disconnected. First blood.
Our wills align. Enforced equilibrium. This must be done.
An enemy has been slain. A summoner has reconnected. An ally has been slain.
There is no decision. Tread carefully. With honor. With balanced steps.
An ally has been slain.
Understood. Immediate. Press on. I find them unworthy. Enforced equilibrium.
ally has been slain.
Target marked.
An ally has been slain.
From the shadows. Our wills align. With balanced steps.
Enemy rampage. Enemy killing spree.
It must be done. Press on.
An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain.
From the shadows.
An ally has been slain.
There is no dispute.
An
wills align.
Play more later.
With balanced steps. From the shadows.
Turret plating will soon fall.
Enforced equilibrium. Press on. So I go. It must be done.
Your turret has been destroyed.
There is no dispute. Target marked. Understood.
Ally has been slain. Your team has destroyed a turret. You have been slain. An ally has been slain.
Without a sound.
An enemy has been slain.
With honor. Our wills align.
Has been destroyed.
Immediately. I find them unworthy. From the shadows. It must be done. With balanced steps. Press on.
Your turret has been destroyed.
There is no dispute. Enforced equilibrium.
An ally has been slain.
Tread carefully. With honor. So I go. Without a sound.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Our wills align. I find them unworthy. Understood. Immediately. the shadows.
Your team has destroyed. An ally has been slain.
Good try. You almost left a scratch.
Been destroyed.
So I go. Without a sound.
An ally has been slain.
Our wills align. Press on.
An enemy has been slain.
From the shadows,
Shut down.
Target marked.
Shut down.
There is no dispute.
An enemy has been slain. Your turret has been destroyed. Shut down.
Tread carefully. I find Talon steps.
You have been slain. Slain. Enemy double kill. An ally has been slain. Your turret has been destroyed.
Sound.
An enemy has been slain.
Our wills align. Press on. Enemy double kill. Defeat.
World Health Organization, sir?
Ooh, that's a big one.
On his first day back in office, President Donald Trump signed an executive order calling for the US to withdraw from the World Health Organization. In 2020, Donald Trump began making moves to free the US from the United Nations agency, but President Joe Biden reversed course when he took office. Now Donald Trump is president again. He's wasted no time signing the order, which declares that the Secretary of State shall immediately inform the Secretary General of the United Nations and the leadership of the World Health Organization of the withdrawal. Now Trump's order calls for the Secretary of State to pause the future transfer of any United States government funds, support or resources to the World Health Organization, and also to recall and reassign US government personnel or contractors working in any capacity with the organization. Now, Donald Trump previously labeled the World Health Organization as a corrupt globalist scam.
The World Health Organization has become nothing more than a corrupt globalist scam, paid for by the United States but owned and controlled by China. When the China virus reached our shores 3 years ago, the World Health Organization disgracefully covered the tracks of the Chinese Communist Party every single step of the way.
The World Health Organization has responded to the move, saying it regrets the announcement that the United States of America intends to withdraw from the organization. We hope that the United States will reconsider, and we look forward to engaging in constructive dialogue to maintain the partnership between the USA and the World Health Organization for the benefit of the health and well-being of millions of people around the globe. But the decision is being met with support. Australia's One Nation leader, Pauline Hanson, is calling for Australia to follow suit. Ms. Hanson posted on X, One Nation has long called for Australia to withdraw from international agreements and organisations that do not align with the best interests of Australians. Donald Trump has shown that leaving these organisations and agreements is simply a matter of political will. It's time to put Australia first, reclaim our sovereignty, and ensure our future is decided by Australians for Australians. Trump's move calling for the US to withdraw from the World Health Organization was one of many executive orders the president made on his first day back.
Annalise Nielsen has had a front seat to all things Trump 2.0, from the announcement of his candidacy all the way through to the election, and of course was part of an excellent coverage, if I do say so ourselves, at Sky News from the middle of the night to now the end of the night here. Many hours later. She joins us now from Washington, D.C., where it's just gone 5:30 in the morning, mate. You are the Energizer Bunny. You just keep going. Well done, mate. Congrats to you, the team, and everyone else. Chris as well with this show has been absolutely fabulous, and Tom with all the great details. So I do want to spend much of this conversation looking forward, because we've all done the highlight reel, and people who are watching at this time of the night have seen it many times over. But what to you was most striking about being in that arena when there was not just the...
Wagner Sensationen. Verfijnd met zuurdesem en olijfolie. Probeer nu!
Woo-wee! It has been a wild couple of days in the 3D printing space. I'm sure you've heard the news at least 10 times over by now. I'll give you a brief summary, but I'm also going to tell you why you shouldn't be content with Bamboo's solution. There's been 2 blog posts. One from Bamboo Kid, one from Spaghetti Monster. Spaghetti Monster, as I understand it, is Dr. Tao himself. So Bamboo Kid came out with a bombshell and said Bamboo printers are going to require authorization control in order to interface with the printer and do any writing. Reading will still be unencrypted. You'll be able to talk from third-party applications, but if you want to start print jobs, if you want to control the movement of the printer, you need authorization control. So they've introduced this new application called Bamboo Connect, which is supposed to be the gatekeeper that's going to handle all of the authentication. So that was a big bombshell. People got really mad. It was under the guise of security, but there were a lot of questions about whether it was your own security and the security of your printers, or whether it was the security of Bamboo's own interests. Monetarily, they stand to gain a lot from the implementation of these controls. So after the initial blog post, a second blog post came out from Spaghetti Monster. He came and did damage control as best he could. He addressed a lot of, quote, misinformation and false claims, misconceptions, misunderstandings, and tried to set the record straight about what this update is really about. But he didn't really do what we needed him to do. He swept a lot of it under the rug, he explained a lot of it away, and he came up with a solution that a lot of people at face value seem happy with. But when you examine it a little further, you should understand, you should realize this is not what we were asking for. And I'm talking about developer mode. So let's just zoom out a little bit and explain to you why you should still be
With balanced steps.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
So I go.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
From the shadows. Press on.
Minions spawn. An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Without a sound. Our wills align. There is no dispute. Enforce equilibrium. I find them unworthy. Immediately.
An ally has been slain.
Understood.
Storm of blades.
With balanced steps.
Piercing winds.
An enemy has been slain.
It must be done.
Storm of blades.
Target marked. From the shadows. So I go. With honor. With honor.
30 seconds. 10 seconds. 9 seconds. 8 seconds. 7 seconds. 6 seconds. 5 seconds. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. 1 seconds.
With honor. Tread carefully.
An enemy has been slain.
Press on.
An ally has been slain. You have slain an enemy. An ally has been slain.
Without a sound. Immediately. With balanced steps. I find that unworthy. Cast out! So I go. Press on.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Double kill.
Equilibrium. Tread carefully. Understood.
Piercing winds!
There is no dispute. It must be done. Target
Killing spree. An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
So I go. Balance steps. Press on. Tread carefully. From the shadows. Piercing winds! Without a sound.
Turret plating will soon fall.
Immediately. I find them unworthy.
An ally has been slain.
There is no dispute. Our wills align.
An enemy has been slain. Shut down. An enemy has been slain. Enemy double kill.
With balanced steps.
Your turret has been destroyed. Slain an enemy.
So I go. Tread carefully.
Storm of blades.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Without a sound.
Shut down.
Piercing winds.
Your turret has been destroyed.
The spirit.
Enemy has been slain.
Immediately. immediately.
An enemy has been slain.
Enforced equilibrium. There is no dispute. Our wills align.
Your turret has been destroyed.
With balanced steps. Without a sound.
Enemy double kill. You have slain an enemy.
Understood.
Your team has destroyed a turret. An ally has been slain.
There is no dispute.
An ally has been slain.
Our wills align. From the shadows.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
With balanced steps. Tread carefully.
Shut down. Your turret has been destroyed. An enemy has been slain.
So I go. Our wills align. From the shadows. It must be done.
Your turret has been destroyed. An enemy has been slain. An enemy.
I find them unworthy. With balanced steps. Enforced equilibrium. So I go.
Killing spree.
Immediately. Press on. Balanced steps. There is no dispute. Without a sound. Severed.
been destroyed. Your inhibitor has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed.
The shadows.
Your turret has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed. A summoner has disconnected. Defeat.
Upset. So there's a lot of these people that said, oh, I don't use Orca Slicer, I don't care, it's fine. Bamboo Studio is great. You should still be concerned about what rights have been taken away from you and what capabilities you will no longer have access to in the future. So what you need to understand is that Bamboo Connect is essentially like a gatekeeper. So you have a house and you want a cleaner. So you're going to find a cleaner that you think seems trustworthy and you're going to let them into your home to clean it. You have the keys, you hand them over. Now, in this new scenario, there's a bouncer at the door. That bouncer says to the cleaning lady, oh, I see you have a key. The homeowner must have authorized you, but sorry, no can do. You're not on the guest list. The guest list is generated by Bamboo Connect. So Bamboo Connect is like the manager to the bouncer. What this means is that Bamboo has the ultimate authority to say who can get into your home to clean it or not, to say what software you can use to talk to your own printer. And whether or not Bamboo makes a good decision about who to let in that front door, that's on them, but it has implications for you. So we as users want to be able to dictate the terms of our own hardware. We want to let whoever in the front door that we trust ourselves. Bamboo is saying no. You know, if they're not on our approved list, if they don't go through these channels, they don't have access. In the second update, the second blog post, they dialed back a little bit. They introduced developer mode, and you'll have access to things like MQTT and FTP and RTSP, these communication protocols that are required for these third-party accessories, hardware and software. And a lot of people were like, okay, great, problem solved. But what you need to understand is that developer mode is a subset of LAN mode. LAN mode has its own drawbacks. When you're in LAN mode, you don't have access to Bamboo Handy. You don't get push notifications to your phone when your prints are finished. If you're wanting to upload files from Bamboo Studio, the file upload process is slow. Instead of going up to the cloud and you can be using Bamboo Studio in the meantime, you're now waiting for the very slow upload process of that file from Bamboo Studio to your printer. So yes, you regain MQTT, you regain RTSP, you regain FTP control, but you're sacrificing notifications, you're sacrificing all of those quality of life convenience features that come from the cloud ecosystem and Bamboo's own infrastructure. As it exists today, pre-firmware update, you don't have to make this same trade-off. You have the option of, quote, coming in the back door. The front door is going through Bamboo Studio or going through Bamboo Handy. The back door is talking directly to the printer using the basic communication protocols like MQTT for read and write, FTP for file transfer, and RTSP for video streaming. And by the way, those protocols, members of the community have reverse engineered them. Bamboo has not provided that information. There's no public API. It's not documented. You don't have them to thank for PandaTouch. You don't have them to thank for OpenSpool. You don't have them to thank for any of the third-party apps or whatever it may be that you enjoy using. You can restore access to those protocols if you go into developer mode, but you're giving up all of those other conveniences. As it exists today, that trade-off is not the same. That back door, directly to talk to the printer, is open regardless of whether you're in cloud mode or LAN mode. In the future, you now need to be in LAN mode to open the back door. So you should not be content with the solution they came up with. That is a big sacrifice. There's a trade-off there. You're not going to have your cake and eat it too. You have to decide what is more important to you. Is it the conveniences of the cloud, or is it the conveniences of third-party hardware and software? Making you pick one or the other, Bamboo has put you in a scenario where you have to decide what is more important to you. So you might say, oh, you know what? It's not worth losing those cloud mode features. It's not worth losing the Bamboo Handy app. Therefore, I am not going to toggle into developer mode, so I won't be able to use a PandaTouch. I won't be able to use OpenSpool. I won't be able to do those things. Is it for your own good? Is it in the name of security? I do not think so. Think about how much they stand to gain by doing this. You're no longer going to be putting a touchscreen on your P1S. Instead, you might buy an X1C because it has a touchscreen. And perhaps you'll no longer consider buying third-party filament and making your own RFID tags because the conveniences of RFID on Bamboo's own filament are just too much to give up. If you want to be able to use third-party filament and you want to be able to use the PandaTouch, okay, you can do that, but it's at the expense of those cloud conveniences like the Bamboo Handy app. And it's really important to understand that there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to use the Bamboo Handy app in LAN mode. They've just not allowed you to. The Bamboo Studio desktop application works in LAN mode. You can talk to your LAN mode printers, but none of your LAN mode printers are going to show up on the Bamboo Handy app. So you're not going to get notifications, you're not going to be able to control them from your phone, none of those things. So the big picture argument that they made is security. Security, security, security. Do we really care? Is it as big of a risk as they say? So we need to think of the likelihood and the severity. What is the likelihood somebody hacks into your home network? I mean, it happens, right? Okay, they're on your network. Are they going to get into your printer? What do they stand to gain? And what are the risks to you? Okay, they can move the printhead around if they do get in. They could heat up the printer. Okay, but the printer has thermal runaway. It has heater timeouts. It has motor current limits. So there's these safeguards in place to prevent your printer from destroying itself or setting itself on fire. So it's actually very low severity of the impact if somebody were to be maliciously manipulating your printer, in my opinion. I don't think it's a big deal. And then going back to likelihood. Okay, somebody gets on your home network. Can they immediately talk to your printer, start controlling it? No. They cannot actually do anything without the access code. You need to physically go to the printer to get the access code. So these are all already password protected. That's why if you're setting up Bamboo Studio or you're setting up a PandaTouch, it'll give you a list of your printers. It'll just scan your network. You don't need to put them in manually. But what you do need is an access code. So each printer already has its own unique password. Why are we not talking about that? That is a legitimate consideration. The example that Bamboo points to make the claim that security is a concern is an example from AnyCubic. It's embarrassing. Why are you comparing yourselves to AnyCubic? In that scenario, hacker contacted Anycubic and said, hey guys, you have a security vulnerability. And they ignored them. They didn't do anything. So this good Samaritan hacker, they put a message on the printers exposed to this vulnerability. It's completely harmless. And then at that point, Anycubic took it seriously. So if Bamboo is proactive and they get ahead of these things, then that shouldn't be a problem in the first place. And they already have
Immediately.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
So I go.
30 seconds until minions spawn. Minions have spawned.
With balanced steps. Tread carefully. From the shadows. Our wills align. Press on.
First blood.
There is no dispute.
An ally has been slain.
So I go.
An enemy has been slain.
Without a sound. Immediately.
Watch out!
Tread carefully. From the shadows.
An ally has been slain.
Our wills align. There is no dispute.
An enemy has been slain. Double kill.
Enforced equilibrium.
An ally has been slain.
With honor. Press on.
Has been slain.
It must be done. Immediately. Understood.
An ally has been slain. Shut down.
My name.
With balanced steps. Tread carefully. Our wills align.
An enemy has been slain.
There's no dispute.
An enemy has been slain.
Press on.
Enemy killing spree.
Balanced steps.
An ally has been slain.
Here's something that won't wash off.
An ally has been slain.
Shadows. Tread carefully. Our wills align.
An enemy has been slain. Enemy killing spree.
There's no dispute.
Enemy rampage.
Press on. So I go.
Turret plating will fall soon.
With honor. With balanced steps.
An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Immediately.
An enemy is unstoppable. An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Enforced equilibrium. Without a sound. Tread carefully.
An ally has been slain.
Our wills align.
I suffered this for you!
An enemy dominated.
There is no dispute. From the shadows. So I go. With balanced It must be done.
An enemy has been slain.
Target marked.
An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Immediately. Wills align.
Shut down.
Tread carefully.
An enemy has been slain.
Press on.
Your turret has been destroyed.
From the shadows. There is no
An enemy has been slain.
Go to your spot. Good girl.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
with balanced steps.
Training.
Killing spree.
I'll be right
Rampage.
So I go. I find them unworthy. Our wills align. Tread carefully.
Has been slain. Your team has destroyed a turret.
From the shadows.
Rampage. Enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
With honor.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
I was
Shut down. Rampage.
remember
Shut down.
my name.
is no dispute.
Ally has been slain.
With balanced steps.
What did you eat?
Unstoppable.
You're going to do great.
Shut down.
Our wills align.
An enemy has been slain. Your team has destroyed a turret. Your turret has been destroyed. Your team has destroyed an enemy. You have slain an enemy.
Press on. From the shadows.
Are you smaller than before?
Understood.
An ally has been slain. Enemy triple kill.
Balance steps.
I'll be smart. Good girl.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Is godlike.
You're looking a little green.
So I go.
Your turret has been destroyed.
I was hiding.
Tread carefully.
An enemy is legendary. The enemy's inhibitor is restored. Enemy double kill. Your turret has been destroyed. Your inhibitor has been destroyed. Shut down. An enemy has been slain.
The river carries you.
Press on.
An enemy has been slain.
I'll be taking your performance.
The shadows.
Are you smaller than
Ally has been slain. Enemy triple kill. Killing spree. Ace. You have slain an enemy.
stars align.
I'll be right on. I suffer this for you!
An ally has been slain. Your turret has been destroyed. Your inhibitor has been destroyed. A summoner has disconnected. Defeat.
They have way more security than any of those printers sitting there with no password for read or write. So the fact that they even pointed to that in the first place, a little bit strange. And then they talk about traffic to their cloud service. So they're quoting $20,000 per month in excess traffic. They have X number of million requests that came from erroneous sources or abnormal traffic. And that creates overhead on their servers, and that costs them money. And for the user, yeah, you could have service disruptions, that's an issue. But ultimately, it's costing them a lot of money. So the issue is that they're allowing unfettered access to their API. So people are perhaps writing bad software. Maybe some of these print farm management software solutions are querying the temperature at an insane interval, for instance. These sorts of things can put excess strain on the servers, and the cost associated with that is non-negligible. So okay, perhaps they're trying to mitigate their own risk of having increased overhead from excess traffic. Could somebody do this maliciously to try to take down Bamboo servers? Yes, absolutely. So it's a risk to Bamboo. But is it a risk to you? If somebody gets into your printer, are they going to do damage? Probably not. Can you get them out of your printer? Probably just by changing the access code, if they had access to the access code in the first place, which they shouldn't. You could reset it if you're concerned it's been compromised, theoretically. I'm not a cybersecurity expert, so take anything I say with a grain of salt, please. If security was such a big concern, why is their own software not secure? Bamboo Connect was hacked in a matter of hours, and all of the private keys necessary to interface with the printers were leaked. The issue is that they're all hard-coded in Bamboo Connect. The only way to do security properly is for the printer to phone home. If you're trying to do it in the cloud, that can work, but the issue is that we're now talking to the cloud again. That defeats the entire purpose of being in LAN mode. You now need an internet connection to run these printers. But even though Bamboo Connect was infiltrated so quickly and so easily that it was laughable, they didn't address it whatsoever. So is it going to be secure? Or are they just going to use the same system and update the codes? So what they really need to do is just get out of our business. Give us access to our own printers. Let us determine our own destiny. We do not need your oversight, Bamboo, to control who can and cannot access the hardware that we bought and paid for. And shitification is a new word I learned through this whole drama. In other words, platform decay. It's the term used to describe the pattern in which online products and services decline in quality over time. Initially, vendors create high-quality offerings to attract users. Then they degrade those offerings to better serve business customers. And finally, degrade their services to users and business customers to maximize profits for shareholders. Honestly, I think that summarizes this situation pretty well. Bamboo is doing whatever they can to make it as difficult as possible to use third-party hardware, to use third-party software, so that you stay in their ecosystem. They don't want you to add a touchscreen to your P1S, because then you're less likely to buy an X1 Carbon. They don't want you to add an RFID tag to your third-party spool, because then you're less likely to buy Bamboo Lab filament. They don't want you to use third-party print farm management software, because they're developing their own. There's been information leaked about upcoming Bamboo Farm software, which is going to allow you to do many of the things that the current software solutions allow you to do. The difference is, in Bamboo's farm software, you'll be able to be in cloud mode. You'll have all of the conveniences of cloud. If you want to use third-party farm software, presumably you'll need to be in developer mode, which will take away the cloud conveniences. So everything Bamboo is doing is trying to steer you back into their pipeline, to stay in their ecosystem, their walled garden. They don't want to play nice with other people. They want to make it as difficult as possible for you to have the option as the consumer to pick and choose who you are going to give your money to. They want to keep as much money in their own pockets as possible. I understand. Your shareholders want value, you give them value. But if you do it at the expense of your reputation, it has the opposite effect. Think of all the bad press Bamboo has gotten from this. Think of all the people saying they'll never buy a Bamboo Lab printer again, canceling their orders. It is very bad press for Bamboo. And what they've done to make it right isn't enough. I'm sorry, it's just not. All right, I think that's it. That was my rant. I got a little excited, maybe said a few things I didn't mean, and maybe said a few things that weren't true. If you want to fact check me, do it down in the comments. Usually I script these videos so they're a little more coherent and I don't come across like a crazy person. But in this scenario, I just wanted to speak freely, speak my mind, and share with you.
Bestel nu de Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra en ontvang tot €800 voordeel.
Yeah, Andrew, well, I mean, of course, Amazon is a company that employs thousands of Canadians with warehouses in many provinces. But what we're talking about today is the 7 warehouses in Quebec and the almost 1,800 people who are employed by Amazon in Quebec, some of them full-time, some of them part-time. And today they are learning that over the next couple of months, at some point in the next couple of months, they will be out of a job because Amazon has made this decision that it's going to be closing operations in Quebec. At this point, we are just talking about operations in Quebec, nowhere else in Canada. And it is in Quebec, and that the only Amazon employees, and really just a small number of them, between 250 to 300 last spring, took the steps to unionize. Now, that was at the Laval warehouse in Quebec. Our CBC crew was able to catch up with some of those particular employees who are just taking in the bad news today. I want to play you a little bit of their reaction.
We have to pay about everything, you know, the house, car, the kids, family, and it's so bad. It's so sad, you know, I'm so sad.
Nobody saw this coming. No.
What you gonna do?
I have no idea. I'm blank as of now.
Yeah, some of them are crying, actually. Some of them are crying. What are we going to do now? It's in 2025 it's hard to find one stable job. And we have to just start over.
Now, there is a lot of other reaction to this as well. The Bloc Québécois leader, Francois Blanchette, is calling this decision on the part of Amazon deplorable, and he's saying that it raises questions about the future of labor relations. We have also heard from the NDP leader, Jagmeet Singh, who weighed in and offered speculation that it was perhaps the efforts to unionize on the part of that small number of employees that has led to this result. Take a listen to what he said.
And so what's happening right now in Quebec is horrible. My heart goes out to those workers. This is wrong, what's happening to them. But I really am inspired by the fact that they were trying to fight for their rights. I'm really disappointed, and frankly, it's disgraceful what Amazon's doing.
And we have also heard from the union itself that's involved here. It's the CSN and the president of that union in a statement calling this news of closures a slap in the face for all Quebec workers, and as well calling it totally unacceptable that Amazon, quote, prefers to withdraw from Quebec rather than respect its obligations to agree on a collective agreement. Andrew?
And what are we hearing from Amazon?
Right. Well, so Amazon opened its first facility in 2020 in Quebec. Now, as I say, they have 7 sites, and some of them are sorting facilities, some of them are warehouses. And this is a pretty fast expansion we're talking about. And in 2021, the company had said that it was necessary in order to meet its obligations and meet the demand that was happening in Quebec, and in order to speed up those delivery times. Today, in a statement to CBC, we get from a spokesperson is that following a recent review of our Quebec operations, we found that returning to a third-party delivery model supported by local small businesses, similar to the one that we had until 2020, will enable us to offer the same excellent service and deliver even greater savings to our customers long term. We don't know who that third party might be that they would be relying on for a delivery business. We do know that they already do subcontract out for deliveries to a company called Talon, and it's a courier company that today said that it would continue to take subcontract or continue to help Amazon with delivery. So there is that. The Quebec Labor Minister did say that there will be support for government workers, or pardon me, there will be support from the government for workers who are losing their jobs. And as well, at the time of that comment, said that Amazon had yet to issue a formal notice of collective dismissal, that they have to do that by law in that province. Francois Legault, the Premier, also weighed in. He said that this is, obviously sympathized with the employees affected here, but did not weigh in as to what may have led to this decision. He said he was shy of criticism here, saying that this is a private company. They're entitled to make the decisions that they might make. But again, does certainly sympathize with the almost 1,800 people in Quebec who are right now learning that in the next couple of months, Andrew, they won't have a job.
All right, Sarah, thank you.
align.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Carefully. From the shadows.
You have slain an enemy. Minions have spawned. An enemy has been slain.
Press on. With balanced steps.
Killing spree.
Immediately. It must be done. Enforced equilibrium. Sound. With honor.
An enemy has been slain.
Our wills align. Understood.
You have slain an enemy.
Tread carefully. Target marked. I find them unworthy.
So your killer is identical to mine.
shadows. There is no dispute. Press on. With balanced steps. So I go. Immediately. Without a sound. Our wills align. Shadows.
Has been slain.
It must be done.
Killing spree.
Press on. With balanced steps. Tread carefully. Enforced equilibrium. So I go.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Immediately. wills align. The shadows. Press on. Without steps. Tread carefully. So I go.
An enemy has been slain.
Immediately. There is no dispute. Without a sound.
Turret plating will fall soon.
Our wills align. Press on.
Your turret has been destroyed. Your team has destroyed a turret. An ally has been slain.
Without steps. Tread
Your
carefully.
turret has been destroyed. Has been slain.
So I go. Understood. There is no dispute. immediately.
An enemy has been slain.
From the shadows. With balanced steps.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Our wills align.
Killing spree.
Tread carefully. So I go.
An ally has been slain. Dominating.
I live for the applause. You die for it.
Without a sound. There is no dispute.
Double kill.
From the shadows.
destroyed a turret.
It must be done.
Legendary. Shut down.
Tread carefully.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Without sound.
Your turret has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed.
So I go. From the shadows. Our wills align. Press on. Target marked.
Ally has been slain. slain.
Immediately. There is no dispute.
An enemy has been slain.
So I go.
An enemy has been slain.
Our wills align. Enforced equilibrium.
An ally has been slain. Killing spree.
Understood.
Who's a
Victory!
good